Good evening, everybody. This is Dr. Ishtiaq Ahmed Sheikh, the Senior Principal of Rising Star Group of Schools, Pune. Today, we are all are here to listen to about the webinar on social and emotional skills, or we can call it as social and emotional learning. Let me talk something about the Rising Star School. Rising Star Group of Schools is been run by Mr. Ranjit Bari, the trustee of the society, who is having the main branch there in Chhatrapati Shivaji Nagar, that is Aurangabad, and we have one branch there in Wagholi and the Hinjawadi. Today, we thought of making this live for the parents, those who are there into the school and listening to us about the social and emotional skills, social or emotional learning. Today, I think we have the students as well as the parents listening to me today. Once again, good evening to one and all. So today we are live here to listen to the social and emotional skills. Before I start, I would like to just share one screen of mine. Social emotional learning. I would be requesting everybody, the students as well as the parents, those who are with me, to please listen to this carefully.
Mindful looking and make you better at focusing. These are great skills for artists and will help you to focus in class. You need to sit comfortably facing the screen. You can sit in your chair or on the carpet, whichever your teacher prefers. The screen is gradually going to fill with bubbles of all different types. Some of them will be big, some small, some will be orange, some blue, some may be multicolored. I want you to look at the yellow bubble. Only the yellow bubble. Follow it wherever it goes with your eyes. Don't be tempted to look at any other bubble. Stay with the yellow one. Pay close attention to it. Now look at the blue bubble. Follow it closely. Keep looking. Some of them might start to pop to try and distract you, but don't let them. Now switch to the green one. Pay attention to it. This means only think about this one thing. Keep track of it, even if it goes behind another bubble. Now look for the smallest bubble. Your eyes will have to scan over the whole screen to spot it. Don't shout out which one it is. Stay silent. Now pay attention to the fastest bubble. Well done. Now you've exercised your focusing skills.
Dear students and the parents, the reason behind showing this particular activity for you all is the first and the basic part of our social emotional skills is to concentrate at one place, is to keep your eyes on the screen, on the board, with the teacher, with the parents, with the students, with everybody. The reason behind that is what exactly I'm going to show you there on the next exactly. How are you feeling today? Are you feeling angry? Are you feeling bored? Are you feeling confused? You're curious? Are you disappointed? Are you embarrassed? Are you excited? You're grumpy, you're happy, you're anxious, you're proud, you're sad, you're scared, you're shy. In what way you are? This is actually speaking happening everywhere. Let it be at home, let it be in the school, let it be in the society, let it be anywhere. These are the different types of feelings we do have it with us, but we do not express ourselves in front of everybody. That is what exactly today we are going to learn. Whether it is going to be a student who is going to express himself or herself in front of the parents or in front of the teachers. What does he feel in the class? Whether he feel confident to come to the school, whether he feels unconfident to come to the school or confused or what. Sometimes the child gets up early in the morning but tells mama and papa, okay, today I'm not well, I don't want to go to the school. Sometimes it happens, the parents also, sometimes they are tired. A day before they are working, so next day morning when they get up, they are feeling a bit tired to that, and then that happens exactly with everybody. Let it be with the teacher, sometimes it happens. Towards the end, if we talk about us, we are human beings. So these are the different types of feelings we get it, and how we will overcome to that, we will have to see to it. So today, why are we here? To learn more about SEL, that is socio emotional learning. What does it mean and why it is important? To learn about some of the SEL programs, to practice some of the skills that SEL provides to children so that we can help our students grow socially, emotionally, and academically. This is what actually speaking, I'm talking to the teachers as well as the parents. We generally don't understand exactly what we are supposed to do and how we are supposed to do so that our students, our children, they get in control to us. They get growing in the academically. There are two parts today which are there for my in my thumbnail, that is socially and emotionally how the students should be as well as the parents should be. Now, let me tell you something about what is SEL all about. Social and emotional learning. I spoke to you in the beginning. It is a skill as well as the learning is the process through which children and adults acquire and effectively apply the knowledge, attitudes, and skills necessary to understand and manage emotions, set and achieve positive goals, feel and show empathy for others. I've used the word empathy, which I'm going to explain to you about what is the meaning of the term empathy in all about. Establish and maintain positive relationships and make. Social and emotional learning or the skill provides a foundation for safe and positive learning and enhances students' ability to succeed in the school, careers, and the life. Let's try to understand why it is important for us. Why SEL, that is social emotional learning, is important for our students. It improves the school and the class climate. It increases the students' motivation. It teaches problem solving skills. It reduces the behavior problems. It helps students set and meet goals. It gives a space to talk about mental health. It teaches study skills and habits. It encourages empathy. It teaches teamwork and collaboration. It improves academic performances. It improves self regulation skills. It teaches responsible decision making. It increases personal self awareness. It encourages perseverance and resilience. It improves confidence. It improves relationship skills. It improves attendance. It teaches coping skills. It creates a feeling of community. Now let us talk something about the skills of the learning. The first one we are talking about, we should be focused in our attention. We should be able to listen to anybody, everybody. We have to use our self-talk and we have to be assertive. This is what exactly speaking I try my level best to make my teachers aware, make my children aware about the four particular parts. We call it as listen to somebody, understand what he or she wants to tell you, think about it, and then try to answer it, try to make in such a way that the person who is telling you something is able to understand you. So focus your attention. Keep exactly looking at the person to whom you are listening to. Then listen to it carefully in such a way that you are able to understand everything in what way and how exactly it is to be taken, and try to be assertive in that, and then think about it to answer the questions or to answer whatever exactly you have been asked to. Now, this is what I was trying to tell something about the skills for learning. The first one is there for you, the focus attention. The next one, in that focus the attention, the first part is the concentrate. That's what I tried to tell exactly in my activity which I took it in the beginning. Concentrate. It was asking, it was telling you to concentrate on one of the balls and go on concentrating there on that till we go to the next one. Use eyes, ears, and the brain. Understand this part? Use eyes, ears, and the brain, and then ignore the distraction. Say, for example, right now I'm speaking to you, and each and everybody is concentrating there on me, and the second part comes to me, that is listening. Everybody is listening to me. The eyes are on me, the ears are on my saying, and the brain is just thinking and listening to it carefully, how exactly to be grasped, in what way it has to be grasped. Focus on the speaker. Right now I'm the speaker for you, so you will have to focus on me. You will have to understand, you will have to think about exactly what are the words I'm using it, and in what way it has to be grasped, what way it has to be taken to. Wait for your turn to speak. This is really very, very important. Generally it happens with some of the students, those who are there in the 6th 7th 8th grade. The children, they don't allow the teachers or the parents to speak to. It does happen, not only with me, with anybody, with everybody. It does happen. The children, they feel that my parents are telling something, so immediately I have to clarify everything there and then only. But we need to wait for our turn to come. First of all, we have to listen to the person to whom we are telling. Like for example, some of the parents, they come to the school, they go to the school to talk to the authorities, to talk to them exactly about their own children, and school wants to speak something about the child there in the class. what exactly how she is behaving, in what way she is speaking and behaving there in the class. But some of the parents, they personally feel that I should be immediately speaking there in the middle. In the vice versa, even the teachers also, sometimes we feel that we should be explaining everything. So either way it has to be, either the school has to speak everything and then parents have to listen, or parents have to speak everything and the teacher or the school has to listen, and then after that only whatever exactly is being told, we should be able to speak everything to in front of them. Next, we have remember what you hear. This is very, very important. Like I told just now, the school is telling something, the parents will have to listen. The teacher is telling something, the child will have to listen to the explanation given by the teacher, because the teacher has got huge work behind the lesson. She has to undergo the process of lesson planning, then go through the textbook, go through the notebook, go through everything, and then come to the class to speak to. Sometimes it does happen in the class. I'm speaking generally there in the grade 4 onwards, 4 to 8 onwards. These are the children where exactly they personally feel that they are growing from every angle. So immediately they raise their hands, ma'am, what is this? What is that? So it is the first and the basic part. We should be listening to everybody. We should be listening. Remember, parents, if you all are there listening to me, we are supposed to listen to the children, because we also don't know what kind of a skills, what kind of understanding the child is having with him or her, what exactly he or she want to express in front of her, what he she is feeling, and then in what way he or she is keeping everything there in front of us. We have to listen to them, and then only we have to start thinking about it and then answer to them. If we start speaking there in the middle, then this particular activity called as somebody speaking and you're hearing will not work out. We have to go on listening, we have to go on hearing everybody. It is vice versa in the same way. And then the last part comes in the listening, that is think about the questions. What exactly the question should be there to be asked or to be answered to. Since you are hearing everything from the person who's speaking, in between, sometimes what happens in the listening part, focus on the speaker when I'm talking about exactly. Sometimes either we show our facial expressions, either we look somewhere else here and there, and we don't concentrate on the speaker to whom we are listening to. This is how exactly what happens, we don't come to know exactly what the teacher or what the person who is speaking comes to know. The same way, right now I'm speaking in front of you, I'm talking something about the social and emotional learning and the skills. So if you are able to listen to me carefully, focusing on me, you're able to hear me easily, and you're able to understand the whole part. And then suppose in case if I ask you the questions towards the end, you'll be writing there in the form of messages, that will be happening clearly. The next part for me is be assertive. Face the person you are talking to. Like I told just now, when I am speaking to you, maybe sometimes it happens because there are lots of distractions happening. Nobody wants to listen to anybody. That is happening everywhere. Students are all the time there in their own mode, and they don't want to listen to the teacher. And sometimes the teacher is also getting distracted due to something or the other happening in the classes. So the lesson plan which is been done by the teacher is not happening clearly, and then on both the side it is happening that the child is not listening to it. Because of that, there is no learning taking place, and the parents also feel that exactly, okay, the school is not teaching properly. So in that manner, we are supposed to first of all face the person you are talking to. Like I am a teacher, I have to speak to all 40 students of the class, that is 40 minds in the class. So I have to face, first of all, face to all the students to whom I am talking to. Keep your head up and shoulders back. Keep your head up and shoulders back. The meaning of this exactly is to keep your head up and look into the eyes of the students. Look into the eyes of the students. Now if you are there at the family also will have to look into the eyes of the children. Children, when they are speaking to anybody, they have to look into the eyes of the teacher or the parents there at home. Based on this only, it is possible for you to understand everybody. And Use a calm, firm voice. Generally, it is said that the voice says a lot of things. For example, right now I'm speaking in front of you, so my voice has to be as such that each and everybody, those who are listening to me, should be able to hear to me easily, should be having a proper way of talking, way of speaking, a firm voice. There should not be there in the middle. It should be in such a way that the person who is listening to you should be able to understand you easily. Then comes the use respectful words. Now, in this regard, I happen to be speaking to the students of grade 9 and 10 the other day in the school. And it is not only this year, I'm talking every time whenever I go to the ninth and 10th standard students, because this is the age where the students do not want to listen to anybody, do not want to understand what exactly, do not want to listen to the mother, do not want to understand the father's feelings, because this is the natural changes which are happening there in the student's life. So, in this regards, a teacher has to understand, a parent as a mother also has to understand, a father also has to understand. It is not he or she is behaving like this. It is the nature who is doing some kind of a changes in him or her. Based on this, we have to understand exactly how far we are using the respectful words with the children at home, with the students in the class. Till the time we don't give the respects to the others, others will not give the respect to us. That is what it is called as give and take policy. And in this case, give and take, the respect is happening over there. So the students of ninth and 10th standard, generally it is found that they are not in the condition to listen to. The reason behind, again I'm telling you, is that okay, the students, they want their own understanding to be understood by the others. In the olden age, we used to see that whatever the teacher is telling everything, so we have to listen to it. But today what happened exactly, the mobile has come in the minds, in the hands of the students, and the students started seeing many a things there in that, and they don't want to listen to anybody other than the mobile or the other than the social media. Now, the teacher wants to make them understand something. They just say, okay, yes, no problem. But towards the end, they think about themselves and they start doing whatever they like. At this particular age, I personally feel that the students, they don't like their parents, they don't like their teacher, they like only the students or their friends which are close to them. Let it be a friend in whatever way the friend is. So they like them only. So this is what exactly, if we understand their mindset, if we understand their thinking, if we understand their feelings specifically, so we will be able to use the respectful words, and we will be able to win their hearts in such a way that we are having a kind of a respect given to each and everybody here. So this is what exactly the listening for the learning is taking place here. The next topic is there, use self talk. In that, the first part is given to us is focus on what is happening in front of you. For example, the people, those who are listening to me, they are having the focus what exactly I'm speaking all about. Ignore the distraction. Ignore the distraction. The meaning of ignore the distraction may be in the family. There are some kind of a distractions happening. Mother is cooking in the kitchen, child is playing in the house, and the television may be on, and the people, those who want to listen to me, they are listening to me. So those who want to listen to me, you need to ignore the distraction is going to be there forever, everywhere, anytime. We have to go on ignoring that. If we ignore, then only it is possible for a teacher like me, a teacher, to deliver the lecture in the class, to win the hearts of the students, to understand the students easily. And in the family also, if you ignore this kind of distraction happening, the parents will be able to win the hearts of their children, and the children will be able to win the hearts of the parents. Next comes, what do I do next? Now, suppose in case if a teacher is not listening to you, If the teacher or at home in the family, the parents are not listening to you and they are totally going against you, the child thinks, or vice versa, if the child is not listening to us, we are teachers and your parents over there. So, what shall I do next? We start thinking exactly. So in person, generally we say that this child is not listening to me at all, the child is not listening to me at all. And the children, they say कि parents मेरा सुनते नहीं है, मम्मा मेरी सुनते नहीं है, मुझे कुछ बोलना है, मुझे कुछ बात करना है, but the parents do not have the time. क्या करूं next, what shall I do? Then they start thinking something else. मुझे करना क्या है, क्यों करना है, कैसा करना है, in that way. Everybody in that way we start thinking. So in this case, the next point comes to calm down. Instead of using any kind of a different type of language or different types of wordings, instead of using the respectful words, let us try to calm down. Like I went on giving the training to my teachers, there are children in those classes, like again and again I'm telling you, children of grade 1 and 2. Children, if you go in the foundational stage, that is pre-primary section, nursery, junior KG, senior KG, they don't want to understand what the teacher is teaching. They just want to go on playing there in the classes. They just want to have a kind of a gala time with their friends. So in this case, the children are showing their attitudes in the classes. Based on that, sometimes the teachers gets distracted, the teacher gets irritated. At home also it happens like that, the child doesn't listen. Then in the family sometimes it happens, either the mother or the father becomes wild, and कभी कभी हमारा हाथ बच्चों पर, as a family member, बच्चों पर उठ जाता है. So why do we do this thing? Socially, what are we doing? Emotionally, how are we keeping the child in our control? We have to think all about this thing. So then why not let us calm down, wait for the proper time to come, wait for the proper place to come, then we will start speaking, and then we will start understanding the children. When we will start understanding the parents, we will start understanding the teachers, we will start understanding anybody there in their life. This is how exactly we have to have the kind of a learning of the skills. Now let me talk something about the word called as empathy. Empathy is a feeling of understanding what someone else is feeling. This is very, very important and very depth wala sentence which I spoke just now to you all. It's very easy to disrespect somebody. It is very easy to say something wrong about somebody, but it is very, very difficult to understand the feelings of a person who is sitting in front of you, of a child about his or her mother, about his or her father, a child about his or her teachers, and vice versa, the teacher, to understand the feeling of the child, what the child is undergoing, the pressure, or what the child is undergoing, the reading or writing habit. There are some children, those who don't understand and don't listen to the teachers, don't listen to the parents, they don't feel like coming to the school, they don't feel like reading and writing. So we generally give the tagging to them, हमारे बच्चे को कुछ नहीं आता है. The teachers also say इस बच्चे को कुछ नहीं आता है. So why not let us try to feel it about exactly what the child is feeling. Maybe sometimes I went on giving the training to the teachers and the others. Okay, why not for a second let us wait. 8 periods are there in the class, in the school, in the timetable. Out of that, sometimes it is feeling that the seventh and the eighth period, specifically the eighth period, if we feel the eighth period becomes little difficult for a teacher to teach or deliver the lecture in the class. So why not the teacher start thinking about the feeling of the others, that is the students. At home also, the child comes from home, the child comes to home from his school, goes sometimes outside to play, and then comes back, and then he does not get a kind of a feeling that मुझे अभी यहाँ से पढ़ाई करनी है और थोड़ी. But in that case, what happens, sometimes the parents, they feel कि भाई whatever the work is being given at home, he or she has to read, has to go through that, and then only it is possible as for us, because we have got some expectations from our children, that he should be able to do everything. Let us try to give little time to the students. Let us try to feel, let us show some empathy towards our students, our children. Why not? We will understand then, and then accordingly we will go ahead for that. Clues in the faces, bodies, and situation help you notice and understand how people are feeling. Like I told before also, when you are as a student, if the child is there in the class, the student is there in the class, the teacher is teaching, if you are getting as distracted, if you are not having any kind of a feeling to understand the teacher is doing blah 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 in the class, this is what exactly the child feels. So in that case, at home also the child doesn't want to listen to the parents. In that case, we the elders will come to know exactly with the feelings of their facial expressions, with the body and the situation which is happening there in the class at home, come to know exactly what the child is thinking, what the child is trying to understand to us. So let us think about giving the empathy, showing the empathy towards each other, understanding that people can have different feelings in similar situations, and that these feelings can change, helps students develop empathy and perspective taking. The situation at home, in the family, in the evening time, parents are having the expectation that the children should be completing their work given by the school. The child also sometimes feel that I should be completing, but he or she is a bit tired. So what exactly the situation say that the work which is given by the school has to be completed, but the situation of the child is different, the situation of the parents also is different. And in the class I'm talking something about the 8th period, the situation of the child is different, the situation of the teacher is different. The teacher has to feel, has to understand, has to think about that he or she has to complete the portion at any cost by hook or crook. But the child says, okay, I have already attended 7 periods of a day, and the 8th period is becoming a little difficult for me to sit in the class. So let us have the think of empathy towards each other. Empathy, showing care and concern, is called showing the compassion. Showing care and concern. Now I spoke something about the empathy. Now I'm talking something about the word compassion. Compassion says that showing the care and the concern. I personally feel that I'm there in the eighth period in the class. So why not let me see exactly what the child wants to learn from me? As a parent, when I come back home, what exactly my family thinks about me, what exactly the care should be given to, and what kind of a concern I should be having it. So that is my compassion towards my school, towards my children, and towards my family as a parent. Now let us talk something about exactly emotion management. When you feel strong feelings, it's hard to think clearly. Focusing attention on your body gives you clues about how you are feeling. Focusing attention on your body gives you clues about how you are feeling. So control yourself, focus on yourself, and to your body exactly how you are seated in the class, how you are standing there in the class, how your facial expressions are there in the class, in what way your eyes are moving around here and there, in what way your neck is moving around here and there, when you as a child in the class, and you as a teacher there in the class, you as a family there in the class, in what way it is to be done. So based on this exactly, why not let us try to focus our attention on our body. That gives you exactly you are a feeling, how you are feeling there in that. Thinking about your feelings helps the thinking part of your brain get back in the control. Thinking about your feeling helps the thinking part of your brain get back in the control. Emotion and language are processed in different parts of the brain. Language use helps engage the thinking part of the brain. So why not let us try to think about it? Let us try to speak to each other and try to understand exactly the emotions of each other, and come down to the conclusion, come down to the understanding what is to be done the next. Simply naming a feeling can help decreasing the intensity of the feeling, which can be useful to children when they are upset or overwhelmed by a strong emotion. A stop signal is a way students can use language to halt the escalation of emotions when they are upset so they can use the rest off. If you see here in this particular diagram in the picture which is given to you, how to calm down. When we get angry, we, in the sense, anybody, I'm talking about the students, I'm talking about exactly the parents, I'm talking about the teacher. Yes, I can do, I can make it. And then it is already said, if you are angry, either you leave the class or you just count from 10 to 1. That is 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Automatically you get calmed down. Whatever the situation comes there to your class, whatever the situation comes down to your home, the family, you are calming down yourself, and then you are getting down to understand exactly the feelings of each other. Stop, use your signal, name your feeling, calm down. I'm taking to the next part. Calming down is very important. Children, in this regard, I'm talking something about the children. Children need to learn skills to manage their emotions in a healthy way. Understand the word emotions. Emotion plays vital role in any part of the life. Let it be a child of this senior KG, junior KG, nursery, or let it be the child of grade ninth or the 10th. That is very, very important. It's important for children to identify and utilize coping skills that can help them face their fears, calm themselves down, and cheer themselves up. In this regard, I would like to say something about the examination fever. Sometimes the children are really very good at home with the parents, when the parents are taking some kind of a study with the students. In the class, also, the teacher is feeling the confidence that yes, the child will be able to score 100%. But the moment we get to know exactly this examination is going to be there with us, generally there are some kids, few kids, wherein they feel that I am not able to write the paper properly because I forgot everything. So need to utilize their coping skill that I can face their fears. I don't have any kind of a fear of giving the examinations. I can do it. The same way in the parents, I can do it. My child can do it. Have faith in the students. Coping skills increase resilience because they help people learn how to properly handle comfortable emotions and difficult situations. When you effectively deal with an uncomfortable emotions or situation, you also move on and let go of the uncomfortable feelings that are associated with that experience. Calm downing helps children to practice identifying feelings and emotions to better manage stress, self regulate, control their impulses, and they focus on the school and other important tasks. There are n number of activities, n number of strategies wherein either the child, the teacher, or the parent should be able to do that so that we calm down ourselves and we understand exactly each other. Belly breathing, inhale, exhale, counting slowly, positive self talk. Yes, I can do it. I don't have any problem. I can do it. I will have to do it. I have to show my performance. Positive self talk, thinking happy, positive thoughts. Always keep it in your mind, students and the parents and the teacher, those who are listening to me. This is a very important part in the social emotional learning or the skills, that we should be all the time thinking that I am happy, and always there has to be positive thoughts. Let it be the starting of the day or let it be the ending of the day. We have to keep ourselves all the time happy, and all the time we should be having the positive thoughts with us. We should not be feeling that it is something wrong going on there with me, with us. All the time we should be thinking about ourselves that it is positive for me. जनरली इन हिंदी वी कॉल इट एज जो भी होता है भगवान खुदा गॉड अच्छे के लिए करता है. सो लेट अस थिंक इन अ पॉजिटिव वे. शायद कुछ मेरे साथ में अच्छा होने वाला है, बिकॉज ऑफ दैट दिस इज हैपनिंग विथ मी. सो लेट अस हैव पॉजिटिव थिंकिंग, because you don't know what exactly happening there in the situation, or what exactly the feelings are there with the other person. So other person is saying something to you, let us not go into the negative that the other person is telling something about. Sometimes mother says you have to study, you have to study, you have to study, get 90% of marks, more than 97% of the marks. So negative thoughts sometimes, I speak about exactly the students of grade 7th onwards. Sometimes they feel मम्मा मेरी हमेशा जो है मुझे पढ़ाई 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 के लिए बोलती है. क्यों बोलती है, किस लिए बोलती है, कैसे बोलती है? We have to think about this thing. The students, and we as the teacher also will have to start thinking that yes, the child is doing it well, how exactly we can improve. So let us be positive with the students. Even if the child is not doing it properly, why not, how will we take the child up, in what way we will take it up, that way we have to think about it. Squeezing a stress ball, talking it out with a safe and trusted adult. Talking it out with a safe and trusted adult. Child can speak to the father, child can speak to the mother, child can speak to the teacher if he or she feels confident about that particular teacher. Listening to calming music. I'm talking something about exactly how you can calm down. These are the strategies, these are safe and the positive, how we can do this thing. Sometimes we get angry, irritated, so reading the best part to calm down, doing something you enjoy, do some kind of exercises, journaling feelings. Drawing is the best particular feelings where we can calm down ourselves. If you are very much stressed, irritated, frustrated, angry, so how will you calm down? Do some kind of a drawing. Automatically, your feelings and everything comes down. Guided imagery, progressive muscles relaxation. This is how exactly you can calm down in your feelings, in your way where you're talking all about. Grounding with your five senses. Five things you can see. Fourth one, things you can feel. Third one, things you can hear. And second one, things you can smell and things you can taste. Let's come down exactly to the problem solving. This is actually speaking called as a 21st century skill. Whenever there is a problem, there is a solution for that. So let it be a family, let it be a child, father, mother, or let it be a teacher. If there is a problem coming out there in front of you, we need to come out with a solution. Calming down helps you think so you can solve the problem. There are two ways. We call it as generally a person who is shouting at you, you have to be calm and quiet. Otherwise, both way shouting at each other will definitely take that particular situation somewhere else. So calming down helps you to think exactly how you can solve the problem. Following the steps can help you solve the problems. Saying the problem without blame is respectful. Saying the problem, see this, understand this, saying the problem without blame is respectful. Students who are more skilled problem solvers get along better with peers and have fewer conflicts and problems with aggressions. Students can escalate conflicts by failing to consider the situations from the other person's perspective. The perspective taking skills learned earlier are an important part of the first of the problem solving steps. That is, say the problem where the problem is all about. Till the time you don't say, you will not come to know, you will not get the solution from anybody, or you will also not get the solution. To start saying the problem, what is your problem? Let it be a child, a mother, or the father, or the teacher. Say the problem. Come forward, say the problem. It is important for the student to see a problem in a neutral way that does not blame the other person. Problem without blame is respectful. We should not be blaming. If there is a problem, we have to understand exactly. If the student is there, we have to understand in neutral way. Neutral way in the sense, it is not my problem, it is not somebody else's problem. It is not negative, it is not positive. In a neutral way, we have to think. And then, whenever there is a problem, we should not be blaming that this happened because of you, this is happening because of you, because of this thing, and only it is happening there in your life. So there are problems in everybody's life, there is solution for everybody, to understand that. So this was something exactly from my side to speak something about the social and the emotional skills to you all. So in this case, the last point I would like to say here exactly, what did we learn today? What was our favorite skill we learned today? How can we continue to implement SEL, that is social emotional learning strategies, for our students as well as for our parents? So this is what exactly all about from my side, talking about the social and the emotional skills, because society and the emotions of the child, emotions of the parents, emotion of the students is of the teacher also is very very important from our side to understand. Because how do the child behave in the school, in the class, that is in the society, that is really very very important. As the child grows from the nursery to the junior KG to senior KG and the higher classes, the mindset, the social awareness of the child changes time to time, and the emotions of the students also changes time to time. So it is our responsibility, if the parents are there with me to listen to, it is our responsibility to understand their emotions and the social awareness, and then accordingly let us try to understand their feelings, let us try to understand their way of behavior with us, why my child is behaving like this. When we talk about the puberty age, we are talking about the parents right now. I'm speaking to the parents. What is the meaning of the term puberty age? Are we giving really the time to our children? Are we giving really the value to time to our children or not? That is really very very important to understand. Then only it is possible for us to win their hearts and come down to their level to understand. And today we are in the era of the technology, where the technology is giving lots of pros and cons. Cons are more, that is the disadvantages are more, the pros, that is the advantages, are very less. So it is in our hands how to go about, in what way the technology is to be given to the students, in what way the emotions are there of the students, the social awareness of the students are there in that, and how exactly to be behave with each other. The parents have to behave with the students, the teacher has to behave with the students, and the students will have to behave with both of them, that is the family as well as the teachers. So this is what all about from my side. Thank you very much for listening to me. In this way, the Rising Star School is going to come up with different types of topics, and different types of feelings from our side to be rendered, to be given to all the parents of the school, as well as outsiders will be coming, trying to come closer to each and everybody. we'll be trying to get the topic in such a way where the children and the parents are involved, where the learning is taking place academically, and where the students are coming close to the parents as well as the teachers, so that the communication gap is not found. And in this way, my management has decided to come close to the parents, talk to the parents, and then understand their feeling and start speaking about different types of topics to the parents. So every week we are going to come down with one of the topics which are relevant to the students as well as the parents to talk to about. Today was the first day, today was the first webinar on the social emotional skills or social emotional learning. Thank you very much from my side. We will try to meet next week at the same time with some different topics. Thank you very much. Bye bye.